Her hand shoots out like a snake strike when I shift closer on the couch. Josh, don't start with the touching. The words land harder than any wrench ever dropped on my foot. Rachel's body goes rigid against the far armrest, her spine pressed into the cushion like she's trying to phase through it. Space yawns between us, maybe 2 feet, might as well be miles. On the television, some chef explains how to properly sear a ribeye. Neither of us watches. My chest tightens, ribs squeezing something vital inside. Not heartbreak. Worse. Recognition. The kind where your brain finally admits what your guts screamed for months. This marriage died. I've been sleeping next to a corpse. 10 hours under vehicles today. Grease caked under my nails. Dry blood where the ratchet slipped and took skin with it. Tuesday evening in Fort Worth. March humidity turning the garage bay into a sauna. I came home to her. Still come home to her. Every single day. I walk through the door wanting to be wanted. Rachel stares at the screen. Phone face down on her thigh. Always face down now. She wears one of my old hoodies, gray, shapeless, swallowing her whole. No makeup. Hair in a bun that started neat this morning but gave up by noon. She smells like hospital antiseptic and something else I can't name. Something absent. 10 years ago at a 4th of July barbecue in Arlington, I watched her walk across a lawn in cut-off shorts and a tank top that clung everywhere it should. She laughed at my jokes. Let me pull her close during fireworks. Her hand found mine in the dark without hesitation. Now she flinches if I brush against her in the kitchen. Thanksgiving at her parents' place last November. Her mother passed the sweet potato casserole. I rested my hand on Rachel's knee under the table. Married people do this. Touch without thinking, and she jerked away so hard her chair scraped. Her father noticed. Looked at me with something between pity and understanding. I tried talking about it Saturday morning. Stood in the kitchen while she scrolled through her phone, thumb moving in that mindless rhythm people use to avoid the world. We're roommates, I said, not husband and wife. She waved me off, called me needy, kept scrolling. Needy. The word rattles around my skull, while the chef on screen adds butter to a pan. I pay the rent, buy the groceries, fill her gas tank, fix her car when the check engine light blinks on. Wrap Christmas presents for her family with my own money because she forgets until the last minute. I do these things because marriage means carrying weight together. Except I'm the only one lifting. Rachel breathes beside me in bed most nights, 18 inches away, but unreachable. Sometimes I wake at 3 a.m. and watch her sleep, hoping to find some explanation in her face. Some reason why the woman I married turned into this stranger who tolerates my existence. She shifts on the couch, pulls the hoodie tighter. The chef on television finishes his perfect steak. Credits roll. Rachel stands without a word and walks toward the bedroom. Doesn't say goodnight. Doesn't turn around. I sit alone in the blue glow of the television, engine oil still embedded in my hands, and wait for something to change. It won't. Not unless I change it. The shift ran long. 91 degrees in Crowley, no shade, no breeze. Spent the entire day under a Chevy Suburban with a transmission leak the owner swore was minor. Minor. 3 hours on my back. Fluid dripping past my safety glasses. Knuckles scraped raw when the bolt finally gave. No lunch. No water break long enough to matter. Drove home with my hands throbbing. Dry blood crusted where the wrench slipped. Rachel meets me at the door. Did you get groceries? Not hello. Not how was your day. Groceries. I stand there, work boots still on, grease streaked across my forearms. She had the day off. Her car sits in the driveway. Hasn't moved since yesterday. The kitchen behind her looks exactly how I left it this morning. Dishes in the sink, old Sonic cup on the counter, crumbs scattered across the stove. You were home all day. She crosses her arms. I was tired. Right. I walk past her toward the bedroom. She follows. So you just forgot? I stop, turn around, meet her eyes for the first time in weeks. Why am I paying for your life when you won't even look at me like a husband? Her mouth opens, closes, opens again. You're being dramatic. Am I? You're making this bigger than it needs to be. I move past her toward the home office. She calls after me, voice rising, but I close the door, boot up the laptop, pull up every shared account we have. Credit cards, phone bills, utilities, the gas card she uses twice a week. One by one, I remove her access. My hand doesn't shake once. 2 hours pass before she appears in the bedroom doorway. So what? You're cutting me off now. I close the laptop. Look up from where I sit on the edge of the bed. She stands with her arms wrapped around herself, defensive, waiting for me to cave like always. I'm giving you the same energy you've been giving me. That's not. You cut me off months ago, Rachel. Emotionally, physically, I'm just catching up. Her jaw tightens. This is insane. Is it? I stand, grab my pillow from the bed. You want space? You've got it. She watches me walk toward the door. Doesn't reach out. Doesn't say my name. When I settle onto the couch in the living room, the apartment stays silent. No footsteps following. No voice calling me back. Not even a good night through the walls. Morning comes cold and gray. I wake with my neck stiff, back aching from the sagging cushions. Coffee brews in the kitchen. Rachel emerges from the bedroom around 7, walks straight to the fridge without acknowledging me. She pulls the door open. Stares. I divided everything last night while she slept. Blue painters taped down the middle of each shelf. Her side, empty except for a half-gallon milk and some wilted lettuce. My side, eggs, bacon, bread, the good coffee creamer, lunch meat, cheese. What is this? I pour my coffee. Add cream from my side. There's no us anymore, so no shared groceries. No shared gas. No shared rent. Her hand grips the fridge door handle. Knuckles white. You can't be serious. I walk past her toward the shower. Dead serious. A week drags by under the new rules. Rachel's car declines at a gas station Thursday afternoon. She sends a text, 3 angry paragraphs about embarrassment and cruelty. I read it. Leave it on read. Don't respond. She tries casual conversation Friday evening while I eat dinner at the kitchen counter. Asks about my day. Comments on the weather. Her voice sounds manufactured, rehearsed. I answer in single words. Polite. Cold as January ice. Saturday, she wears makeup for the first time in months. Cooks spaghetti. Sets 2 plates on the table, like we're a normal couple having a normal dinner. I made your favorite. Thanks. I scrape my portion into a container. Put it in the fridge on my side. Already ate. Her face crumbles for half a second before the mask returns. Late Tuesday night, I walk past the dining room. Her laptop sits open on the table. Screen glowing blue in the darkness. Facebook Messenger fills the display. I stop. Read. Brandon from the hospital. Messages stacked for weeks. Winky faces. Heart emojis. Inside jokes about boring nights at home. Her replies matches energy. Flirty. Engaged. Alive in ways she hasn't been with me since before we married. No smoking gun. No explicit proof of physical betrayal. But the emotional intimacy bleeds through every line. She gives him everything she's withheld from me for years. I pull out my phone. Screenshot. Close the laptop. Don't confront. Don't yell. Don't give her the satisfaction of a reaction. Morning comes. Rachel knocks on the office door where I slept. Josh, can we talk? A real conversation? I open the door. Her eyes carry fear now. She finally understands. Control slipped through her fingers. Only if you're honest. No performance. She nods. Follows me to the living room. Sits on the couch where this started. Begins making excuses. Work stress. Long shifts. Exhaustion. Rachel cycles through excuses like a dealer shuffling cards. Her hands twist in her lap. Voice climbs higher with each justification. I sit across from her. Silent. Let her words fill the space between us until they run out. Say something. What do you want me to say? That you understand. That we can fix this. I lean forward. Elbows on knees. You created the distance, Rachel. Months of it. You don't get to decide when we're close again. I'm trying. Now. You're trying now, when the money stops, when the convenience ends. I stand. Too late. She follows me to the bedroom, watches me pull 2 duffel bags from the closet. Clothes going first. Toiletries. Phone charger. The watch my grandfather left me. You're leaving? I don't answer. Load the bags into my truck. Come back for my toolbox from the garage. The good socket set. My work boots. Rachel stands in the doorway when I make my final trip inside. Her face shows something close to panic now. Real emotion breaking through for the first time in forever. I grab my keys from the hook. Place hers on the kitchen counter. Leave a note underneath. You said no to love. I'm respecting your rules. The apartment in Weatherford sits above a butcher shop on Fort Worth Highway. Small, quiet, smells like smoked meat and possibility. First night alone, I sleep 8 hours straight. No tension. No waiting for warmth from someone who turned to ice years ago. Freedom tastes better than I imagined.